Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Gross. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Wilson going to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? There he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Gostkowski the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gross. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Wilson will throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That is caught at the 7. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this one is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. But here we go on 4th down. Fields. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Bears! Michael Thomas. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking there for points, but intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Fields. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 3-touchdown run. And the Bears have broken the tie. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
To throw again on second down. Wilson.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. He's able to find Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw on second and 10. Wilson.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first and 10, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on second and 10.
Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a third and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Now Fields.
Thomas brings it in.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Again, Fields.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Fields now to throw.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Second and 10. It's Wilson again.
They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Gross. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
To throw again is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Fields
out to his left. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 36, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Throwing after the interception, Fields. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now this pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To try again after the sack. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wilson.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They're going to run this with a tight end. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
8 yards on the backup brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 12.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the...
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Let's go. What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.